What if one man's genius didn't just shine, but completely redefined what genius meant? What if, among countless talents born across the endless human universe, one name alone could silence a crowd before he even moved? This is the story of Bolan, the genius among geniuses. Welcome to Donghua Minute, where we uncover the hidden truths behind cultivation's greatest legends. Today, we enter the world of Swallowed Star to witness the rise of a man whose brilliance shattered every boundary of comprehension. A quick reminder, this story follows the novel version, where Bolan's talent is shown in its purest, most terrifying form. Let's begin. From the moment Bolan stepped into the arena, the entire atmosphere changed. He didn't shout. He didn't flaunt his strength. He simply stood there, dressed in white, a blood-red sword on his back, his eyes calm yet unyielding. And in that silence, everyone felt it. The pressure, the precision, the presence. Others had strength. Bolan had control, absolute, perfect, terrifying. He wasn't called Death God because of his weapon, but because in his presence, all hope of victory simply died. When the genius battle began, thousands of star-level warriors fought desperately to prove themselves. But Bolan never rushed. He moved through each trial like a man walking through memories, smooth, calculated, inevitable. Storms of energy, beasts of law, barriers of space, none could halt him. At the sixth trial, where even the brightest prodigies fell, Bolan's sword sang once, and silence followed. He didn't just pass, he conquered, so completely that even the judges fell still, unable to measure what they'd just witnessed. What truly set Bolan apart wasn't raw strength, but comprehension. His grasp of the origin law of space was so deep that immortals compared him to beings who had trained for tens of thousands of years. At only the star level, his insight rivaled that of seasoned masters. It was said his sword didn't cut with force, but with principle, slicing through reality at its weakest point, splitting space itself along its natural seam. Every swing carried a beauty that bordered on divine. In one unforgettable test, Bolan faced an endless illusion. 10,000 blood-haired mammoths, each powerful enough to crush a small world. The arena trembled, light shattered, and still, Bolan did not move. Then, in a blur, he vanished into 1,000 after-images. His blade flashed once, twice, 1,000 times, and when the dust cleared, the illusions were gone. Only Bolan remained, untouched, his sword humming softly as the stunned crowd stared in silence. He wasn't chasing power for power's sake, he was chasing perfection. While others grasped for treasures and techniques, Bolan sought understanding. Every movement, every breath, every heartbeat became one with the rhythm of the cosmos. His sword wasn't just an attack, it was space itself, pure and eternal. That was Bolan's genius, seeing what no one else could even imagine. Even among legends, Bolan stood apart. When names like Feng and Donghua appeared, they were compared to him, never the other way around. He was the measure, the summit every other genius strained to reach. His very existence pushed others to rise higher, train harder, dream bigger, just to touch his shadow. But while they climbed, Bolan kept moving forward, quietly, endlessly, beyond sight. There was no arrogance in him, only focus. When others celebrated, Bolan trained. When others hesitated, he acted. When the universe slept, Bolan studied the rhythm of the stars. He wasn't competing with anyone. He was chasing a vision of himself that no one else could see. That's why he was untouchable, because his only rival was perfection itself. So what makes Bolan the genius among geniuses? It isn't victory, it isn't fame. It's the depth of his mind, how he unites thought and action, power and serenity, ambition and restraint. He doesn't just walk the path of cultivation, he defines it. And as long as geniuses are born, his name will echo as the standard they can never surpass. In the end, Bolan's story isn't about talent, it's about what lies beyond it. The patience to learn, the clarity to endure, the relentless will to understand. He doesn't chase glory, he chases truth. And in that pursuit, he becomes what no one else can be. The genius among geniuses. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Who do you think can match Bolan's understanding? Or has he already left them all behind? This is Donghua Minute, where every tale brings you closer to the stars.